Rainbow flight, Rainbow leader, target at 7 o'clock. Rainbow leader rolling in. 9,000. 8,000. 7,000. 6,000.
gentleman is Denton?
I am.
Hi, I'm Captain Brown. Want a moment?
Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Thank you.
I'll get her for you. Mom, there's a Captain Brown. He says he wants to speak to you.
Would you ask him to please wait a minute, Bill?
He says it's important. It's about Dad.
Would you stay with Mary Beth, Bill? I'll be right back. I'll be right back, honey. Yes?
He's alive.
Đứng dậy nào, theo tôi. Đứng dậy nào, theo tôi.
I can't stand. I banged up my leg. I can't stand. Wait, No! God!
Đi nào, vâng ạ.
Independence is right here in the Gulf of Tonkin, about 100 miles off the coast of North Vietnam. Now, Commander Denton was leading the flight for here, the Hanoi Bridge. After he was hit, he parachuted into the Ma River, which runs right along.
To the President's speech, Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara just...
Don't get your hopes too high, Mrs. Denton.
But you said there would be news of Jerry.
Well, we're not certain. There was an unconfirmed report from Geneva that information and pictures would be transmitted in time for the evening news, but we're just not sure, that's all.
No.
Well, I think it's coming up.
And earlier today, we were promised photos a little closer to home.
This could be it.
Photos issued by the North Vietnam News Agency purportedly showing 2 captured United States Navy flyers shot down during an air attack on the Hanoi Bridge near the port city of Haiphong. Now, we have just received those pictures. The 2 officers were identified.
Is that Jerry?
As
Doesn't even look like him.
He looks terrible.
J.G. William Schutte. The Department of the Navy declined to release any further information about the 2 officers, saying that it might be harmful or it might be used against the captured flight.
What have they done to him?
We're going to have pictures for you sent back by the Mariner 4 space.
What will they do to him?
We don't know. We're trying to get people into the camps now. Red Cross, Amnesty. Get them in.
Your father will be home. And soon. I don't want any of you to ever doubt that. All right?
On your feet. Here to see the officers.
I can't stand.
Wait up!
Can't use my leg. Don't you see? I can't stand.
Wait up! Wait up! Wait up! Try to side. What is your name?
Jeremiah Denton, Jr.
Your birth date, rank, service number?
15 July 1924. Commander 485087.
What kind of plane were you flying? What kind of plane were you flying? What kind of plane were you flying?
Jeremiah Denton, 15
You are
July
being very foolish,
1924.
Denton.
Commander.
You realize what would happen if we turned you over to the civilians? It would certainly punish you. And if that punishment results in your losing an arm or leg, they would dispose of you. They would not want to send home a cripple.
You're threatening me, aren't you? And that's in direct violation of the Geneva Convention.
Denton, you must cooperate with us. Do you understand? is your home base? The name of your carrier?
Jeremiah Denton, 15 July, 1920.
We know you are flying an A6 intruder. A minute.
It's late, but I have to talk to you. I'm Nancy Judy, Bill's wife.
You watched the news tonight?
4 times. Every station.
So did I. I've wanted so much to meet you. We should have been friends before this. What a terrible way for us to meet.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. I've wondered what would happen if Jerry were shot down. We all have. But I always thought if he were, he'd be killed. I never thought about him being a prisoner.
But they're alive. That's the main thing.
What? I was thinking about Jerry. What a terrible prisoner he'll make.
He's not going to be there that long. And neither is Bill. They exchange prisoners all the time, don't they? Of course they do. And this isn't even a war. I bet you they'll be home for Christmas. I know they will.
Hello. Who are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Who are you?
Major Frank Perrin, U.S. Air Force. Who are you?
Jeremiah Denton, Commander, Navy. How long you been a prisoner, Frank?
I don't know. Must be months. Ejected out of an F-105.
Frank, you're the first one I've been able to talk to. Frank?
Just keep it real low. This talk we're having is forbidden. Any communication between prisoners, and you get punished real bad. Look, Jerry, I'm in bad shape. Nothing to eat. And I don't remember how long I've been in irons, but it must be weeks.
In irons? Why?
I think it was because I was impolite. At one of their quizzes, I wouldn't answer their questions. And I spilled a cup of tea all over the table. I haven't had anything to eat since.
But they have to feed you.
The thing you have to know around here more than anything else, Jerry, is they don't have to do anything.
Quiet! Be quiet! No talk! No talk!
This is Frank. Send Morse. It's safer.
How many POWs this camp?
Don't know.
Who is senior officer?
Who's sending lousy code?
Commander Jeremiah Denton. Identify.
Lieutenant James Norton, Air Force.
Lieutenant J.G. William Granger.
Welcome aboard. Are you all familiar? Code of conduct?
Yes, sir.
Communication and code of conduct, they will see us through.
Yeah, sure. If you say so.
Mrs. Denton?
Yes.
I'm Lieutenant Hadley. I talked to you yesterday from Washington.
Yes, come on in. This is Mary Beth. Come on in, sit down.
Thank you.
Sit you there for a while. Sit down.
Mrs. Denton, as I explained to you yesterday on the phone, there are some things we need to go over. First of all, I'd like to get some details on your mortgage.
Our mortgage?
Yes, I was told you own this house.
Yes, that's right.
Mrs. Denton, I hate to even ask, but I just want to help. I need to know what your interest rate is, what your monthly payments are, the monthly payments on your car, and anything else.
Anything that my husband would normally take care of?
Yes, I'm afraid that's right.
Why? It's the Navy Department taking care of its own, isn't it? I was hoping and praying that Jerry was going to come home by Christmas. And now you're telling me he isn't. When is he coming home?
I don't know.
No one knows.
And that's the truth, isn't it? No one really does know. But one thing you do know, you and the Navy Department and the people in Washington, it's going to be a lot longer than any of us ever dreamed it would be, isn't it?
You're a great problem to us, Denton. We have superiors just as you once had.
Still have.
And they expect us to achieve certain results.
You see, Denton, you have a very bad attitude. And besides, you are not being polite.
You're not supposed to communicate, and yet you do. It is so. Communicating is punishable, Denton.
Be polite, Denton. That is all we ask of you. After all, I'm a civilized man. Before the war, I was a professor of history and literature. Vietnamese literature. We are civilized people. And all you must do is have a proper attitude and be polite.
Cooperate with us, Denton. The prisoners who have a good attitude get warm clothes and very good food.
Denton, this is not enjoyment for any of us. If you cooperate, you will be back in your cell with extra rations.
How long does it take to train one of your army divisions?
Answer the question. How long does it take to train one of your army divisions?
I'm in the Navy. That is nice. You're talking to us. That is polite. Now, how long does it take to train a division?
Oh, takes weeks, months, or a couple of years.
That is good. That is excellent. Denton, that is the first time you have ever answered a question.
See? It is no problem. Why didn't you tell us that long ago? That's all we wanted. Respect, cooperation. We're men of our word. You will be rewarded. You will see what a small amount of cooperation will do, Denton.
Tong ta. Tong ta. Good. Good.
Commander Denton has cooperated. He's a very smart officer. All of you should follow his wise example. We will now bring him extra food rations. which all of you can also have merely by cooperating.
Jerry, you okay? What'd you give them?
Question. How long train Army division? Answer. Weeks, months, years.
Good going, Jerry.
No. Victory for them. If broken, refuse favors, back to hard line.
Lieutenant, if that's a Christmas present, you shouldn't have.
It's not a Christmas present. The Independence docked last night. It's Commander Denton's personal belongings. Can I take it inside for you?
No, I'll take it.
Let me get the door for you. Is there anything I can do, Mrs. Denton?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
You all right, Mom? What's that?
It's from the Independence. Your father's personal belongings.
Mom? I'm not going to finish school.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not. As soon as I'm old enough, I'm going to join the Army.
You are not. Now, I'm not going to let you. That is not what your father would want.
I don't know what he wants. He isn't here to help me. Mom, I have to. Dad's not getting enough help out there. I have to try and do something.
You are going to finish school, and you are going on to college as planned. That is what your father would want. And if anything ever happened to you, I don't think I could bear it.
Well, how are you, Denton?
Terrible.
Oh? Did you not enjoy the extra food? He eats nothing.
You have cooperated, Denton. There is nothing wrong with having food to eat. I have some questions for you. Easy questions. I hope you will cooperate. What was the name of your carrier? Where was the carrier based? How many catapults did it have? What types of plane did it carry? You must answer me, Denton! You must continue to cooperate! You will be moved, Denton. You would not listen. You would not cooperate. Now you will be moved, and I assure you, you will not like it so well as here. You want light?
Lên xe, lẹ lên. Lên xe đi, mau lên.
See where we get anything.
No talk.
Closer so you can hear me. But don't turn around. Just a couple of steps back. That's good, real good. I'm Alex Vardis. Who are you?
Jeremiah Denton, where are we now?
Lock Detention Center. We call this place the zoo. It's a lot worse here than Hanoi Hilton. There's less food, practically no communication. They catch me doing what I'm doing now, they'll take the food away for a week, probably beat the hell out of me, too.
Who's the ranking P.O.W. here?
Air Force, Lieutenant Colonel. Meredith. But they took him into interrogation 3 weeks ago. They've been torturing him ever since they took him out of here. We can hear him screaming. I don't think we're going to ever see him alive again. What's your rank and date, Jerry?
Commander, 1 July 1962.
Well, this is your lucky day. It looks like you're going to be a new senior officer.
Must this go on? You will not be able to balance yourself much longer. All we ask is cooperation. This oppressive war goes on much too long now. That is not too much to agree to, is it, Denton? As a humane man, I'm sure you would like to end this war as quickly as possible. I'm sure you will do what we ask to help achieve that.
Well, cooperate, Denton. You're the senior officer of the prisoners here. I know how the other prisoners obey you and follow your lead. Denton. Denton, look what you make us do to you. It has been days since you've had any food or water. You must stop causing other prisoners to resist. Why are you so stubborn? We only ask for cooperation. Why is it so difficult? You're a stubborn man, Denton. But all you succeed in doing is to make me lose my temper. Now, show us cooperation. Will you cooperate, Denton? You think you win, but you do not. Time, your life, the whole world is passing you by. You do not help your cause by forcing us to do this to you. Why are you resisting? Why must you suffer? I know. You think you have suffered badly at my hands. But if you had only cooperated, in any event you choose not to, I told you once we would break your will. I have not done my job well. Now, you will have to deal with a professional who takes pleasure in breaking men.
Listen to these intima. This man will hurt you very badly. Maybe he will even kill you. Give in, Denton, give in. He will ask you to make a confession, but it will mean nothing. My government knows it is humiliating for you to make a confession, even if it is forced from you. They hope the humiliation will make you more reasonable, that's all. You have everything to gain, nothing to lose. You'll get food, your treatment will improve in all ways. Please, then. Be reasonable.
You're here to learn cooperation.
Who is that? Jerry, this is Frank. Am I glad to see you? I thought they'd killed you for sure this time.
Morse, they broke me. I promised I'd make a confession.
Jerry, listen to me. You're not the Lone Ranger. You know other guys have broken too.
I'm afraid to God they kill me. That I'd die before I broke.
Now, you can't die. That's an order.
Now they're gonna clean me up and show me off to the press. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I can't take any more of this.
Good afternoon, Commander Denton. My name is Ito Komura. I am a reporter with the Japanese News Service. I am going to ask you some questions. The camera will be operating, and you should please answer truthfully.
I will answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Good. Very good.
Administration building.
Hadley said you should watch the news just like that.
Just like that. The film only came in from Japan about 3 hours ago. Naval intelligence hasn't even seen it yet. They just know it's going to be on the news tonight.
Japanese news agency has
Mom, this is it.
Smuggled out of Hanoi by one of their cattlemen. Included in it are portions of an interview with an American prisoner of war, Commander Jeremiah Denton. Now, Commander Denton was interviewed in Hanoi, where he'd been held prisoner for more than 3 years, since being shot down in July of 1965.
Commander Denton, as an American pilot, we know that you have taken part in the bombing raids on the North Vietnamese mainland.
Yes, it is, Mary Beth.
Now that you have had 3 years to reevaluate your action, what is your feelings towards your government's bombing policy? Commander Denton, I asked, what are your feelings towards your government's bombing policy?
I don't really know what's going on in the war now, because the only sources of information I have are North Vietnamese. But whatever the position of my government is, I support it, and I will continue to support it for as long as I live.
Look at this business with his eyes. You notice anything?
Sure, the poor guy, he's been on a vitamin A deficient diet for so long, his eyes can't take the light.
What you're really saying is he's blinking a lot.
Yeah, we can safely say that.
Okay, now watch it carefully.
And what?
Those are Morse code. Quick blinks dots, long blinks dashes.
You're right. Denton sending Morse.
Okay, that's T. O. R. T. Q. R. E. Over and over again. Torture. That's what he's sending. A message to us.
Admiral Pauly, please.
Must have been strange seeing Jerry like that. I keep thinking, what if it were Bill?
Did you see what he looked like? What they have done to him? Who knows what he's been through? And now that he has defied them like that by saying that, I'm afraid they're really going to kill him now. And the awful thing is that he is going through this terrible hell, and I can't help him. I feel so helpless all the time I could scream.
Go ahead. Scream.
Why don't we all scream at the top of our lungs? Nancy, we have been quiet too long.
I'm going home to call the others. A whole group of POW wives can apply a lot more pressure than just the two of us. Bye.
Goodbye.
With all the best music in Southeast Asia. Before we get to that, I've got real news for you. You all know Jeremiah Denton. Well, his conscience has just gotten the best of him, and he has just voluntarily confessed all his crimes. All you other war criminals could do yourself a favor by doing the same thing. Now, in case you fellas have any doubts, here's the war criminal himself.
My name is
Jeremiah Denton. I am an imperialist war criminal. I apologize to Ho Chi Minh and the North Vietnamese people for the crimes I have committed.
That was the voice of American war criminal Jeremiah Denton. Now you criminals all think about it for a while, and also think about making your own confessions.
And therefore, we feel we've been quiet for too long. Something has got to be done to bring our husbands home. And we mean just as soon as possible.
Mrs. Phillips, I assure all of you that the President, in fact all of us, are not unsympathetic to your husband's plight. We've evaluated all the information available to us, and we sincerely feel that the best thing we can all do, as hard as it is nothing. Now, once this terrible war is over, then...
I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. If we wait until this war is over, and who knows how many years that's going to be, if we wait that long, I think most of our husbands are going to be dead. My name is Jane Denton. I imagine you've seen the newsreel film of my husband. No matter what the North Vietnamese say, my husband was tortured. Jerry was tortured. He would never get up in front of the media like that. And now that he has said what he did, I'm not even sure he is still alive.
None of us knows what's happening to our husbands. One letter every year or two is all any of us ever get. 6 scribbled lines. No more, no less, of anything the North Vietnamese will let them send.
The more our government builds this up as a public issue, the higher the price the North Vietnamese will demand for the release of your husbands. And you always run the risk of even worse retaliation against them. Have you considered that?
Our husbands are being tortured and starved to death. What more can the North Vietnamese do to them? If you can't help them, we have to. Any way we can.
Okay, let's take another look at it.
Denton, I'm truly sorry. I had hoped we could begin a new era of cooperation. But no, you persist in your communications. As soon as we break one code, you devise another. We have decided no matter what we do, you will not stop your foolish resistance. Your insistence in this code of conduct you try to maintain. That is why we must deal with you once and for all.
That's really not going to stop anything. You can kill me.
We're not murderers, Denton.
Well, whatever it is you're going to do to me won't change anything. The next senior officer will simply take my place, that's all. If you get rid of him, the next man will take his place.
Perhaps.
This is Nancy Judy. My husband's a prisoner.
Yes, hello, this is Francis Parker. And my husband is a prisoner of war in North Vietnam. Together,
why I'm calling is we'd like to set up a petition signing drive outside your theater. We're trying to get as many signatures as possible so we can send them to the North Vietnamese to let them see that the POWs have not been forgotten. Yes, we have city permission. That's very good of you. The number is 555-3000. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, Jerry, do you know anything about fixing a mimeograph machine?
Like to try?
You're hired.
Mom, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure.
I signed up for the Army today. I'm going to train for helicopter duty. Now,
Now, Mom, I know we've talked about it, and I know how you feel, but it's what I want to do. It's what I have to do.
Jerry, it is just too much. It is so unfair.
But look at you and what you're doing. Now, if I didn't try and something bad happened, Mom, please understand me. Please?
Jane, there's someone on the line that wants to talk to you about setting up a booth at his theater.
We're trying to be willing to together with some other delegation in Paris, and we were hoping that we could set up a table outside your hotel and get as many earlier.
Hello. Yes, next Wednesday will be fine.
Lên nào vào bên kia. Vâng.
Dẫn nó vào trong.
Vâng.
How do you like your new home, Denton?
No one can live in a place like this.
No one. And your leg iron stay on all the time. You have finally arrived, Denton. Home.
Commander J. Denton, to senior officer.
No seniors here in Alcatraz, just us die-hard war criminals.
Identify.
Lieutenant J.G. Michael Bryan.
Brian, this is Vardis. I'm glad you're alive.
Vardis, how are you?
Lousy. I think they're getting to me.
Hang in there. We've got to be going home soon.
Like hell we do. This war is going to last forever. Nobody cares about us. They don't even know we're still out here.
Bardis, you read me?
Dreaming. Died and went to hell. You know what hell was like? Just like this place.
You okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm dying. Never going home, never gonna see my wife and kid again. Except for that, everything's fine.
Bardis, you are going home. All going home. Can't give up.
Jerry, you're a religious man. You're always praying. Pray for me. Pray I die. I can't go through any more of this.
Bardis, hang on. Please, don't give up.
Jerry, please. Pray for me.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Thank you. We'd sure appreciate it if you'd sign our petition.
Why? I mean, your husbands are all officers, aren't they?
Yes, but the petition is for the release of all American prisoners in North Vietnam.
Why doesn't it just say stop the war? I mean, what's your stand on that? That's what it's all about, isn't it?
We're talking about people. Our husbands are prisoners, and they're suffering terribly. And we would like you to help us get them home safely. Now, from all the information we can gather, this is all they have to eat every day. Taste it. It's a North Vietnamese recipe called pumpkin soup.
Oh.
It's the rind of the pumpkin boiled. That's all they have to eat every day.
Yeah, I guess I do have it pretty tough.
Bardis, you read me? Bardis, please, listen. We've come so far. We've been through so much. All of us. You can't give up now. Keep communicating. You've got to keep trying to stay alive.
Jerry, I have a little baby girl, Cindy. I lost track of how old. 6, maybe 7. If you ever get out, something you got to do for me. Go see her, Jerry. Hold her and kiss her for me.
Consider it done.
Dear God, we commend the spirit of Alec Pardis to your eternal love and care. He was a good, decent man. And he suffered so terribly. Now, never to see his wife and daughter again. Please, God, let's look. Let's prepare this.
We've knocked on all the doors we can. We've had as many petitions signed as we could fill out.
But it still isn't enough.
Everybody's kind to us, and they care. At least they say they do.
Now, face it, it's not a subject people want to hear about. I mean, the whole war, police action, bugs us. Look what happened to Johnson.
Our husbands are where they are, going through what they are, because our country sent them out there. I think we just have to reach more people. A lot more. More than we can by ourselves.
For instance, the newspapers.
Yes.
Wire service copy, maybe magazines. Really go public.
Yes.
Now, I mean public, and that means you, Mrs. Denton. You'll all be part of it, but you're the one to key it on. Your husband's the one people saw and read about. You prepared for that?
Yes.
Okay. I want to know what it's like for you, how it feels, what it takes to be mother, father, whole thing. Think you can give me that?
Sure.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you can say that a few months from now. Because once you go public, there's no pulling back. I mean, you become public property. Understood?
Understood.
I guess I'm going off the deep end, Jerry. You know what I was just thinking about?
An ice cream soda.
How did you know?
Me too. Chocolate.
Vanilla.
Before we talk some more about your organization and what it is you're trying to do, there's one question I'd like to ask, if I may, and it's interesting to me because both your husbands were shot down at the same time. That was again...
July 18th, 1965.
That's almost 6 years ago. That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
And in all that time, have you never, looked at another man? Well, after all, it is a natural question, and one I think the viewers would like to hear about.
We love our husbands, and we miss them. And that's why we're here, to get them back home.
Of course. Well, I'd like to thank you ladies for being with me.
We haven't finished.
Oh, you don't understand. We have to go to a commercial.
You don't understand. We are the commercial.
I know it, guys. Just a minute. Let's go to the phones. I'm sure the people out there have a lot of questions they would like to ask you.
Evening, Tom.
Good evening.
I want you ladies to know I respect what you're doing, but I don't think you have a hope in hell. What I mean is, those people are animals. Just animals. Don't you agree?
Last month, our national group sent several representatives to the North Vietnamese delegation in Paris. It wasn't easy, but they did get in and present our petition to them. It had over 500,000 signatures on it.
What makes you think they can even read?
Thank you for calling. Let's take the next question.
Am I on?
You're on.
I'd like to get back to that question you raised, Tom. A lot of us out here feel lonely for a lot of reasons. And I, for one, would like to know how you ladies deal
I
with
think
the
we
problem.
pretty well answered that.
Excuse me, I would like to talk about that. I haven't seen my husband for 6 years. I don't even know if he gets most of the letters I write to him. I wish we were sharing something other than this terrible ordeal. But I think we are sharing it and helping each other in spite of everything. We've always been a team. There are times when I feel he is so close to me, so close that he can feel my love for him and the children's love. If I didn't feel that, I would have given up a long time ago. I hope that helps you.
Hey, Jerry, is that what I think it is?
You bet it is. We're bombing targets around Hanoi. Not tactical either. Sounds like big stuff. B-52s. I don't believe it.
Hello?
Oh, Jane, it's Ed. Did I wake you?
No, I couldn't sleep. I was sitting here reading. What is it?
Well, it's good news. The story just came in. Kissinger is going over to Paris to take personal charge of the peace talks, and the North Vietnamese delegation has agreed to discuss release of the POWs.
Oh, Ed. Maybe that means they'll all be coming home soon.
I hope so. But don't get your hopes up too high when you tell the others.
I'll try not to, but it won't be easy.
Well, it does look good. But we've been there before. Just remember that. Gotta go. Bye.
Frank? Jerry? My God.
Ranger?
No, I'm Martin, Commander.
I'm Ranger, sir.
Oh, wow.
Nice to see you, Jerry.
Brian.
that fellow over there.
Be quiet. Come with me. You stay.
Sit down, Denton. This is a request, Commander, not an order. Would you care for some tea? Please, I insist. It is good tea. We have been enemies and have tried to destroy each other, each in his own way. I, other officers, many of our guards. In our rage, we have allowed our angers to lead us down paths that are not in keeping with our civilized Vietnamese tradition. I have been required to make public self-criticism for my mistakes and have promised from now on prisoner treatment will be humane. My future deeds will prove that my words are true. Please, drink your tea, Denton. We will begin a new era of understanding. Once you and other prisoners are well and healthy again, then all things are possible. I have not said this before because we're enemies. But you're a man to be admired, Denton.
I want to hold a religious service. A formal religious service for all the men.
You're a stubborn man, Denton.
May the Lord bless us and keep us. May he make his countenance to shine upon us and give us peace, now and evermore. Amen.
Amen. And the Lord said to Satan, "See my servant Job, a perfect and upright man, who reveres God and turns away from evil." And Satan answered, "All that a man has, he will give for his life to save. Let me put forth my hand now and crush Job's flesh and bone, and he will curse you to your face." And Satan smote Job from the sole of his foot to the crown of his head most cruelly. And Job fell to the ground and worshipped the Lord, saying, "I have received the Lord's blessing. See, though I have delivered my servant Job into your hands to test him. We haven't finished yet. He has not sinned. Come on. Has he taken the Lord's name in vain? Hold hands. And bless him all the rest of the days of his life. Hold on. And bless him all the rest of the days of his life. And he'll have a long life and sorry.
Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming
of the Lord. He is trampling out
the wrath restored. He has loosed the fateful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
Mom, you're gonna be late. You gotta get to the airport.
Now the refrigerator is full of food. Now, if you need anything, just go down to that market and get anything
Come on,
you want.
Mom. House looks
But I
nice.
don't want
We gotta
any of
go.
you
We're
out
gonna
till
be
all
late.
hours. I want everybody in this house by 11 o'clock, all right?
What about me? I'm grown up and I'm
No,
married.
you two in the house by 11 o'clock. Now you take care of yourself. I'm married.
Come on, we're late.
And your father and I will be back in a few days. All right? Come on, Jim.
Hey, Jerry, look. Wow, that isn't the prettiest bird I ever did see.
I'm not gonna believe it till I'm on board.
I'm not gonna believe it till it's up in the air.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello, Bill.
Well, it's a long time since we flew that last mission.
7.5 years.
You look like hell.
You don't look like you've been to a picnic either.
What's funny, we got shot down together. We don't see each other for 7.5 years. And here we are together again.
Come on, let's go home. Commander Jeremiah Denton reporting back to duty.
We are honored to have had the opportunity to serve our country under difficult circumstances. We are profoundly grateful to our Commander-in-Chief and to our nation for this day. God bless America.
Thanks for watching. If you'd like to help us produce more compelling historical content like this, please like, comment below, and share this video with fellow history buffs. And of course, be sure to subscribe to help keep history happening.